see if Mr. Lewis is where he should be by now. Okay, so Lewis was here. There he is!
Hello. I was so wrapped up in my book, I didn't hear you come in. My name is Louis Chandler.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Nancy Drew. Are you a friend of Rose?
Yes, I'd like to think so, but I'm an antique dealer and a client told me that Rose and Abby had recently acquired the estate. I'm an authority on the Victorian era, so they were only too happy to let me use the library in exchange for my advice on the renovations.
Do you believe the house is haunted? Abby seems to think so.
Does she? There have been documented cases of hauntings in older mansions, and I might add, not all of the hauntings were by friendly spirits.
I can't tell if he's joking or not.
What are you using the library for?
Research. This library contains many rare books and documents that predate the Great Earthquake. It was quite a find for a student of the Victorian period, such as myself.
What do you think could be the cause of these accidents Rose has been having?
Accidents? I know Rose has mentioned some inconveniences like that wall covering and the light supplies, but I would hardly call those accidents. I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment, and although I'd like to talk, I really don't have the time. Please, excuse me.
Oh, well, that's Lewis, everybody. And now we get to a fun part of the game. We get to talk to Bess and George. Awesome! The Bess and George in this game they are totally cool. You know, every game, pretty much they have their own different people who are doing voices for Bess and George. And I gotta tell you, the two people they had do it in this game, I'm totally in love with the job they did. Bess and George are really cool.
Hello? Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. George is here. Let me put her on the speakerphone.
Nancy?
Hi, George.
Hey, what's up?
I'm in San Francisco, helping a friend of Hannah's renovate an old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, some strange accidents have delayed the project.
Uh-oh.
Well, get this. One of the owners, Abby, thinks the place is haunted by a ghost named Valdez.
A ghost? Well, I'm glad I'm not out there.
Sounds like another case is in the works.
So, tell us more about what's been going on.
Do you know anything about the house's history?
I met the resident handyman, Charlie. He's pretty young, and I don't think he has much experience.
Maybe he doesn't charge very much, so he's probably a good bargain for Rose.
Or maybe he's just cute.
Bess, is that all you can think about?
No.
So yeah, I like Bess and George.
Rose is really lucky. This antique dealer, Louis Chandler, is helping her out, although he doesn't know very much about the house's history.
That makes sense. If the house was built before 1906, most of its records were probably destroyed in the earthquake.
But wouldn't he know at least something about it if he's some kind of expert on old things?
I'm sure he knows a lot about old stuff, just not architecture or houses.
Can you guys give me a clue? I'm not sure what to do next.
Okay, we'll help you.
But since you're a senior detective,
We'll make the hints a little harder. The key to the attic.
is probably as far away from the lock as possible.
Okay, so that means it's in the basement.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye.
Okay, Bess and George, everybody, and let's call Emily, who's the third person on the phone list. She talks sort of like Jane from Secret of the Old Clock. They have the same accent, that is.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
Actually, I am. I'm helping one of Hannah's friends, Rose Green, renovate this wonderful old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast.
Seems to be the trend these days. I'll bet you're staying in the Haight-Ashbury district.
The address is 4653 California Lane. Is that anywhere near there?
No, I think you're in the Heights. The Haight has many Victorians that have been restored, and a lot of them have been converted into bed and breakfasts. You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt. By the way, riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
Dragons of San Francisco sounds exotic. What kind of dragons are you researching?
Chinese dragons. My editor thought this would make a great topic for a photo essay. The dragon is a very important symbol in Chinese culture.
So it seems. My room is full of Chinese decorations.
Oh, sure. Many of the Victorians have rooms with themes, usually colors or cultures. I once spent a night in a Victorian where each room had a bird theme. Don't laugh, but I stayed in the nuthatch room.
You're kidding. Why do they call these mansions Victorians?
They're named after Queen Victoria, who pretty much defined high society in the late 1800s. After the gold rush, San Francisco had a building boom, but most of the great Victorian mansions weren't built until the late 1800s. Nowadays, it's very popular to convert them into bed and breakfasts.
Yay, learning about history!
The gold rush was in 1849, right?
The big one, yes. There was a huge increase in the city's population, and San Francisco had a reputation for being a lawless frontier town. Lots of people made a quick fortune here and lost it just as fast. Oh dear, am I talking too much? I get so distracted at times I tend to get carried away a bit. So how are you, Nancy? Why did you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
Well, we can talk to her about a lot of things, but let's talk about this one.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzy Applegate?
Oh, sure. She was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s. As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh, no. This one was downtown. It was very big, but I think it burned down.
Huh.
I found some old papers in the house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Oh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
History alert, history alert, history alert. For those of you who don't know, the reason they mentioned 1906 is because there was an earthquake, a really big earthquake in San Francisco in 1906 that destroyed most of the city. Yeah. The last big earthquake was in 1989. I was 3 years old at the time, and I was kind of slept through the whole thing, so I don't remember anything about it. But, yeah, there was an earthquake then. During the World Series, too. Nobody got to see the end of the game.
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Can you tell me about the Chinese writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
Have you ever come across hidden rooms in Victorian mansions?
No. But I've read that many houses were only partially rebuilt after the Great Earthquake, closing off damaged rooms from the rest of the house.
Do you know anything about Valdez?
I don't think so.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
Talk to you later.
Okay. So that's pretty much everything. Oh wait, no it's not. What's this? Dear Hugh, I'm doing great. How are you? Yes, the rumors are true. I bought myself a Victorian mansion. Oh, and this is a letter. Oh, okay, so this is a letter Rose wrote to somebody named Hugh. I can't read his name. Well, okay. Well, I suppose that's interesting. If you have the game, you can read all those letters in your at your leisure. For now. Oh, wait, I don't want to go here for now. For now, I'm going to go to Nancy's bedroom and change time. Gonna skip to later on tonight when the seance is being held. That should be interesting, right? Ooh, creepy. Really, really creepy.